Hello Marloes.
Hello.
What do you want?
I don't know.
You will certainly be platinum blonde.
Alright, that's a good
As
idea.
light as possible.
Yes.
You love short hair,
Yep,
so it will be short.
of course.
And we're gonna play
No
with
dreadlocks.
gonna play with your style because
Okay.
now it's a bit weird style, but we're gonna make something. Will you turn for you and the rest of the world to show what you have now? That's a nice turn. Thank you. Hello friends on YouTube. Gonna do Marloes hair. And yeah, she loves short hair, so she already has short hair. For a lot of you, you think, oh my god, that's short. But it can be shorter and nicer and still feminine. So that's why we work in the nice blonde shades. Make it as light as possible. And her natural colors have a little bit a goldy stone that I can see, but it is not a bleach of mine, so I will take care of that. Of course, I start with wetting the hair, if I can find a sprayer. Wetting the hair, so I can see what I have. And now you can see the yellow tones coming out. I will certainly bleach it on a conditioner base. I will take some length off of the top because the ends are totally dry. This is from last summer. This part about 6 centimeters of her head. I will certainly leave a little bit at the front long. You see it's a disconnect on both sides, so the ultra short sides. Same I have from this side, so that there I can change anything. On the back she has a nice part hair that I make shorter. That I'm sure. I want to take this off because I get a much better shape of her skull when it is short. So that's what I'm going to do. We have a wonderful fly in this studio. A large one. He was sleeping for whole winter, but now it's summer, so he comes out. Come out of the closet. Oh, no. Someone said, huh?
Oh.
Hallo, ik ben een vlieg. Ik kan er niks aan doen dat ik een vlieg ben. Ik ben een beetje opvliegerig van aard. Gonna part hair, take the line to the back, go to the center line of the skull. I'm first going to do her right side. With my large comb, I'll start taking off the hairs. Make sure it's a nice rounding. Follow the hairs in the opposite lines. So I go against the flow of the hair. And this I can do by pushing with my comb against the hair fall. This will set the hair straight up, so I have a better clipper cut. Put my blades to the back, use my clipper as a comb, take away the hairs, go to the front, leaning on the skin, about a centimeter of the connection of the hairs. Make a nice clean side beard. Hold it in a feminine line, so give it a little bit of rounding. Coming behind the ear. And I love to work with a comb because with a comb I can give character to the hair and to the style I'm making, even to the short styles. When I would use a clipper comb, it's not possible. I will certainly make one with clipper combs because you asked for it, but not on her hair. But I think I found a model for that. When you make short hairstyles, you have to take some distance. When you take some distance, you can see if all the hair is on the same length, because then you can see that all the colors are the same of the hair. When you have dark spots, mostly the hair is longer, and when it's lighter, you have a shorter line in it. Can use my clipper as a comb. Make sure the line is ultra soft. Don't lean too hard on the clipper, because you can see your skin is irritating very fast, and I don't want that because I have to bleach it. The nice thing about the short hair is that you can give the skull a better shape. She has a wonderful skull to work on. And her implant is also very nice to work with. Now first get the upper hair again. Dun, 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 dun. Parted myself a new line, so I've get a cape into it, so a little bit of shape. Start again in the underlines, work my way up. Use my clipper as a comb again. Go very gently on the skin. And I work till I get to the previous cut line, because the upper hair will be in a disconnect. Going to the side. Kijken, ga ik dan aan die kant staan? Kijk, ik ben... Hold the side beard again in the soft feminine line. Clean the contour with my small clipper. Nee, dat is juist het leuke, dat je alles deelt. Dus ook de basistechnieken staan er gewoon op. Ja. Dus je begint gewoon met de kam-schaar-oefeningen. En als je die beheerst, ga je meeknippen met een filmpje. En uiteindelijk kun je gewoon knippen. Want dan weet je waar voor vorm je op moet letten. Now I come to the upper hair. Now I combed all the hair down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going in on the back. Work my way to the front, leaving some length. In the back it will be a lot shorter, but I first take a line to work on. The same I do on the other side. Coming in from the back. And working down in the same line as did on the other side. It's just my first baseline. Now I have to connect something to the back. So I lay the back over the short part, and this I will make in a flowing line up. So they're going to play in a freehand style. Just taking it up, lay it back again. Just play with the hair so I can get a nice connection to the short on the line. And you see I left the hair a little bit longer so I get a nicer flow to the longer hair. Just lay it to the back, pull it back again and work it up again. Now I have a nice fall to this line. You see that it falls wonderful into the lines I just cut. The upper hair is also dry. That I connect in slicing techniques. Just play it with the scissor, thin them out, and make a nice playable effect in it. And just shape the hairs with a slicing technique. So I leave some length, but have soft lines in the connection. When I set this up, it's much more playable. Even kijken hoe dit kunnen filmen. Mag je even doordraaien naar die kant toe. Even hier naartoe. Now I've got this connection and this connection, and that I will do in a slicing technique. I love to slice and cut together because it is less irritating for the person who is going to get this treatment. Boing. She hits the camera. Oh my God, she did it. And it's much nicer to see what you're doing. I just love slicing. And the larger the shear is, the better it works. Because it gives a lot of stability to what you're doing. Now you see that the shape of the skull is much nicer, the roundings are nicer. So I'll go to the front. Lay the hair in an angle of 45 degrees. Set myself in a position so I stand straight behind it. And take off the dry ends. And when I go to the back, I take it every time a little bit nearer to the skin. Go back to the front again. Control my line of cutting. Er is wel een dikke bos bovenop.
Een dikke bos?
Ja, een dik veel haar heb je daar liggen. Now coming to the front from the back, turning the hairs, lay them in the right direction. Watch at the chin bone. So while I'm cutting, I stay working that line, give it a slight graduation. Creating a wonderful soft line of the disconnect. And then freehand style, I control the line, just slicing. See that goed uit. Now the upper hair I find too thick because I can't play it off with it. So with my slice keone scissor I go deep in and give it some playable effects. Taking away a lot of the weight that lays on top. Lay it again back. And now it's still a lot of hair, but it's much more playable. Okay, now ready with cutting the hair. So I'm going to make a bleach. I will make the bleach certainly on conditioner base. Knowing that she has a lot of yellow tones in her hair, I will certainly make a vario blonde in it. And I'll show you how I do that. Okay, I'm back making a bleach. Of course I start with protection, as I always do. I need this. Putting on a plastic flap. I always love to do it with a clipper and not with a knot, because then it lays nicer on the shoulders. I need my own protection, of course, so I take out my gloves. And what I made her is a bleach. I used from Hair Mix blue bleach. The conditioner I put into is from Lakme. It's a violet conditioner. From Schwarzkopf I put in a vario blonde. It's a wonderful product. It has a lot of violet colors, so opposite colors of the yellows. I did it with 9%, that's 30 volume. Of course I start just on the outgrow and the new source hairs on the side. By taking a conditioner into the line, you always get the best result. It works nicer, you have less irritation of the skin, and the condition of the hair afterwards is also a lot better than you do it without. I love to work with conditioners into my colors. So now I've got all the bleach on, the ends are stayed out. Now I take my carton wigs and lay them around it. So I get more space and the longer hairs don't touch the bleach. Take a small part of my carton wigs around the ears, so don't get irritated by the plastic foil. And one small part in the neckline, at the front. Now close my plastic foil. I will check it in 15 minutes, but I think with the color she has it will be 20-25 minutes before she reached the totally blonde color. But that I'll tell you afterwards, and how long it took, and when I rinsed it out and brought the rest color on her hair.
Goed, ik ga even.
Hello, we're back from coloring. Took 25 minutes, rinsed it out because the hair was a bit dry on the ends. It went into the violet tones that are bring down by a bleach wash, and this is the end result. Now I want this in a stunning cool tone. So this Hipster City product is also of Rove hair. It's a wonderful product. It's especially invented for men, but I love it also on platinum blonde women. It gives an ultra cool color to the hair. Just gonna blow dry it with my hands. So far blow dry. I will use a wax. And made a nice rough effect, taking out all the different styles I used to cut the hair. Make it look a little bit funky. The nice thing about this wax is that it is not totally greasy, it dries on the hair. So this is the new hairstyle from Marloes. Now I need my knife.
Dankjewel.
Marloes, will you
Yeah.
show your hairstyle to the world?
Yes.
Thank you for modeling. Looks nice
Thank you.
on your eyes.
Yes,
Plop
thank
now.
you. See you next time.
Okay. Bye.